Shikha, thank you so much for joining me on Bollywood Film Fame Canada. How are you doing?
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's always so fun to talk to you. And I'm doing
Well,
really well.
thank you.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you so much for asking. Shika, the Coolie #1, your father was a part of it, and I remember watching it, and I think I've watched it. Because David Dhawan was such a family-friendly kind of film, all kids
Yes.
could watch it. I
Yes.
remember watching it probably about 100 times, maybe more. And obviously watching the songs like Hosn Hai Suhana on loop,
On
trying
loop,
to copy
yes.
Karishma
Yes.
Kapoor. Do you
Yes.
do you have a memory of watching David Dhawan films growing up, and what was your favorite part about watching them?
My dad and him have collaborated so many times over back
Yes.
in the 90s. So I have definitely watched all the films. And apart from the comedy, for me, as the 90s, quintessential 90s kid, for me, it was always the songs. And I knew every step that everybody did in Husna Hai Suhana. Every step. So it was a dream come true when I got to be a part of Coolie #1 this time around.
Nice. What was the vibe like on set? I would love to be, and I think about this all the time. I would love to be a fly on the wall of a set of a David Dhawan film. Not just any film set, but a David Dhawan film, because it seems like you would have to be just a little bit off center in real life to make
Uh-huh.
this work on screen. What are your thoughts?
I would have to agree with you because I think we were all every actor and everybody who collaborated on this film. I think we have a weird fun gene in us, and the Davids had to keep reeling us back in and be like, "Duh, duh, duh. Okay, now we really need to shoot. We can't keep laughing. We can't keep having fun." And I can't even begin to tell you. Like the minute I got the call, I'm just like, "All right, that's a tick. That's one of the dreams coming true. This is going to be fun because it's a very, very like it's an iconic film, and we've all grown up on films like that. And to be a part of that, and to share time, screen time, and to collaborate with veterans like Paresh Uncle and Johnny Uncle and Jaaved ji and Rajpal ji, and even Sara, Varun, and Sahil. You know, these people have been entertaining us for years, and we've admired them for years. I have for sure, and I've seen them on stage as well with my father, and to get to share screen time with them was just absolutely epic. There were times where I had to be brought back to the room, like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm acting with you, right? I'm not admiring you like nonsense.
What is it like to be in a frame, in a shot with somebody who is just so seasoned? I mean, I wouldn't say, intimidating is a word that's thrown out quite a bit, but I would just, like I would have to pinch myself and bring myself back to reality. You're talking a little bit about that. What is it actually like to share a frame with somebody who is just so seasoned? And there's so many seasoned actors in this.
You've actually literally said the exact word that I've been using in every other interview that has asked me this question. I was like, I had to pinch myself. And it's very exciting to finally be in the same frame as these people that are, as you said, complete geniuses at what they do. And so, apart from being completely gobsmacked and like, no, this can't be real, I am dreaming, I need to pinch myself. Apart from that, you kind of need to pull your socks up. And, they're such supportive, trusting actors that they give you a lot to play with as well. And if you don't catch it, oh my God, it's such a missed opportunity for sure. So it was so much fun to, collaborate with them and catch all these fantastic genius spin balls that they were throwing at us.
Hmm. What is the toughest part about doing comedy? Now, there's different kinds of comedy, right? There's the situational comedy, there's the very almost like satire like comedy, and then there is, I think, David Dhawan as a comedy. Like, David Dhawan is a brand of comedy.
Yeah.
I think I'll say that as a viewer for sure. What is the toughest part about a David Dhawan comedy for an actor?
Trust.
Okay.
Trust. You really need to trust the director, and you really need to trust this genre of comedy. And you really have to give in. You can't have inhibitions about it.
Hmm.
It's zero or like 100. You can't be in the middle. And the minute you let go of all the inhibitions and all the nervousness and all the worries that you might have, like, I don't know how to do this, and you trust your co-actors and you trust your director, you'll fly. And it's so much fun.
Nice. What's been your most memorable part of being a part of Coolie Number One? Has it been when you first found out that you were going to be a part of it, or a certain sequence that you've shot that is completely outside of something you've ever done before? What's been your most memorable part?
I think it'll have to be the day when I signed Coolie Number One, and I realized
Okay.
that there are very few people who get to say that I'm in the same film that my father was in originally. So I think that was what would be the most special for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've read a few of your interviews in which, when you were signed on, a lot of people asked you if your father had any advice for you being on a David Dhawan set, and uh, your response was he just said to have fun. While you were going through the process, when you are having fun on set, and I say that in a light way, in the sense that a set is still a working environment, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you are on screen and off screen, what's going on in terms of shutting off and turning back on, especially when you are on a film set that requires you to have fun on screen? Is there a fine line? Are the lines blurred a lot?
Sometimes, but we were in a room full of professionals. We were all professionals, and at the end of the day, you need to get the job done. And what happens is that the fun that you're having off camera really helps building the scene that you're doing for the camera. So you need that. Without that, you will not be able to do this convincingly enough, and there will not be any truth to it. So if you're not having fun with your co-stars, and you don't trust them, your director and your co-stars, if you're not trusting them and if you're not having fun with them, then that fun will be a little bit forced in the scene, and it won't be truthful anymore. And thus, the audience will then not have fun.
That's true. That's true. Who is the funniest person off screen?
David Sir, hands
Really?
down.
Okay.
Yes, David Sir he's so funny, and his comebacks are. I don't think anyone can beat him at that.
Mm, I would actually love to hear his comebacks, because I'm that person who, in a banter, it's like 2 days later in the shower, I'm like, oh, this is what I should have said as a comeback, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fantastic. What about your co-actors? Who's the funniest out of the co-actors?
That's a tough one. I mean, I've just done a film with Johnny Weaver, Paresh, Rawal, Jaaved, Jaaferi, Rajpal, Yadav, Varun, Sara. It's a tough one to pick. Mm, I think Paresh Uncle for sure. Yeah, Paresh sir is the funniest. Yeah, his
Yeah, what
timing,
makes him funny?
everybody's is, but like, I think because I've known him for such a long time since I was a baby, I think, um, yeah, that brand of humor, I think he's the funniest for sure.
Nice. Shika, it's Coolie Number One is obviously a film that is releasing right during the holidays. It's on the 25th. And I think the timing is perfect, because with the
Yes.
uncertainty of theaters, the 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 thing that you want to do is, whoever is in your household, you try to enjoy some light moments with them. And I think Coolie Number One definitely offers that. And I think I take away that specifically from Coolie Number One coming out on the 25th. What do you want audiences to take away from it?
With the year that we've had, I think we desperately need a barrel of laughs and a barrel of entertainment, and that's exactly what Coolie Number One is going to offer to you. And I hope you take away the entertainment that it gives you. I've been telling everybody, keep your popcorn ready, keep your dancing shoes ready, because it's full of drama and action and fun and laughter and lots of songs and lots of dances, and it's a full-on masala comedy film. And you will, I'm hoping that everybody enjoys it as much as we enjoyed making it.
Fantastic. Shika, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for taking out time to speak to me again. And all the very best, because I think that Coolie Number One is going to deliver what it is promising to deliver, which is entertainment and laughter. And I'm looking forward to it because I'm a huge sort of self-proclaimed David Dhawan fan who has grown up watching his films probably the most in the 90s
Yeah.
and in the early 2000s. So looking forward to this film and a lot more from you as well. So thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Thank you so much. It's always lovely to chat with you, and I hope we get to connect soon. And enjoy the film.
Yes, thank you. And enjoy the rest of your day, evening
You too.
now.
You too. You too. All
Bye.
right. Bye. Take care. Stay safe.
You too.